7 seconds until we begin talking about the 47th president, Donald Trump, Donald J. Trump. We'll be talking about him all day long today here on the Orloff Inspirational Network. How are you guys doing today? It's wonderful Saturday morning. Well, welcome back to the Hotel Orloff. It is a beautiful 19-degree Saturday morning here in rural Retreat, Virginia. We welcome you back. Yeah, I was told yesterday that, you'd probably get more subscribers if you stopped talking about Donald Trump. I mean, just talk about monsters. That's what your channel's supposed to be about, right? Uh, People don't want to hear about Donald Trump. Well, I don't. I disagree with that. The people that watch this channel want to hear about Donald Trump. In fact, why would I want to talk about anything else? Why would I want to talk about comic books when I can talk about Donald Trump? Because for the first time, well, most of my life, it's been always wishing I lived in a different time period. In the 1970s, I was wishing I could have lived in the 60s. The 80s, I was wishing I could have lived in the 50s. In the 90s, I was wishing I could have lived in the 50s or 60s. In the 2000s, I was missing the 70s. It's just the way it's always been. So I've always tried to live out of time. I don't, I almost always have never liked the time period I lived in. So I've always tried to create a create the illusion that I was living in another time by surrounding myself with the memorabilia, the artifacts of other time periods, by dressing in the way that people used to dress, or not wearing my hair long during the 70s. I've always just been an outcast, hated and despised. It's 6:30 in the morning. Yeah, how about that? So Saturday morning, we're watching Birdman. Are you watching Birdman? No, you're watching this channel. Actually, one of you is. Hello, person who's just tuned in. Let's see what's happening with Birdman here. There's the supply train. We gotta hurry, Avenger. Well, it's the winter solstice. The shortest day of the year. I imagine there are a bunch of pagan druid idiots down at the Stonehenge. That's where I was born, by the way, Stonehenge. I was born right in the middle of Stonehenge. I've never told you that before. My mother was a space alien, and she landed her UFO there, right in the middle of the circle of Stonehenge, and she gave birth to me right there. In a few days, the X-09 will be ready to take. Maybe I have this a little too loud. My wife's still asleep upstairs. Let's hope that this time we've grounded Spiral for good. So long, Birdman. It was amazing when we heard Barron Trump talk for the first time. It would have been even better if he sounded like Birdman. But he almost did, We didn't know what to expect when we heard Barron Trump speak. But he's like 8 feet tall, so you would expect him to sound like some Ted Cassidy type. Earl Ravenscroft would have been a good voice to come out of him too. Voice of Tony the Tiger, voice of the Haunted Mansion at Disneyland. Yeah, 19 degrees here in Rural Retreat, Virginia, man. Well, this is gonna be the first in a series of live streams that are gonna be annoying you for a while? Where'd Mike? I had a piece of paper here. Hold on a second. Hold on, I gotta check something. Witches, Draculas, space aliens. They're showing up at McDonald's for frightfully fun Halloween meals. One absolutely chappy meal and you buy. Wow, great costume. Can you hear me? There are 2,608,320. Wait, well, I'm going to say. Take two. There are 2,607,789 seconds until the inauguration of the 47th President Donald Trump. That's 30 days, 700, or it's in hours. That's 724 hours. In minutes, the way that's 43,462 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Um, I gotta find myself. How do I get back into the show? Where am I, man? Oh, there I am. All right. That's how long until the inauguration. Friar Tuck says loud and clear, and good morning. Hello, Friar Tuck. I'm watching this channel I'm watching is courtesy of Friar Tuck, who told me about this illegal Roku channel. Well, I don't know if it's illegal. Well, it's out of China, so it's probably illegal. But they broadcast cartoons, but I don't think they're getting permission from the copyright owners. In fact, I'm sure they're not. It's called IOTV. It stands for Illegal Outrageous TV. I don't know what it stands for, honestly. But they show old cartoons and show old um, commercials from Fox Network from 1995, like old commercials for McDonald's and stuff like that. My goodness. The winter solstice. That's never something that's really mattered to normal people. It only matters to witches and people that play Dungeons and Dragons that identify as elves. Seriously, I mean, who ever? Oh, it's the winter solstice. Blessed be. The heck with you, witches. You can go pound salt. This ocean trip is exactly what my boy and I need. Only witches I like are Wendy the Good Little Witch, Morticia Adams, Elvira, uh, Scarlet Witch. Well, I guess there are a lot of witches I like. No, think about it. Yeah, there's a lot of witches I like in media. Samantha, Steve. I mean, come on, there's a lot of witches, but they aren't real witches. They're comic book, TV show witches. In real life, witches are annoying. I think so. I don't know. Yeah, actually, I've met a couple that were okay, but it's like, oh, do you want a tarot card reading? No, no, thank you. No, thank you. You know where you can stick those tarot cards, man. Well, they're all down at Stonehenge, but anyway. So, all my life I've hated the time period I live in, but now I'm starting to like the time period that I live in for the first time. And I think it's about to be a new era, a golden age, uh, a new golden age. Not for comic books, that's not going to happen. But it's a new golden age for society. I think. I think that everything seems to be going our way. Donald Trump's getting in. Other, I mean, the bad guys are desperately trying to amp up World War III. They're wanting to spread a disease. They promised they're going to have one ready on the 21st of January. They keep trying to do things. And they keep failing, and I think everyone's wise to them. And everything just seems to be working out. So we can knock on wood. Oh, there's some wood over here, man. Knocking on wood. Oh, the dog thought that someone's knocking on the door. No, Drew, that was not someone knocking on the door. Look what I've done. I'm gonna wake up my wife. I was just trying to knock on wood. There's no one at the door, Drew. That was me. God damn. Pardon my language. There's nobody knocking at the door, Drew. There's no one knocking at the door, Drew. It's me knocking on the end table. I wasn't trying to do that in a million years, man. I feel bad. Poor dog. What have you done with Birdman? I like how they try to simulate kids' voices in these cartoons. They'll almost always get a grown woman to do the voice of little boy. Except with Johnny Quest, they got a real boy, Tim Matheson, who later played Otter in Animal House. And in the Charlie Brown specials, they got real kids to do the voices. Problem is, those kids would grow up, and so they did those specials. Well, they started in, first one was Charlie Brown Christmas. Was that 64 or 65? Probably 64. Anyway, so they had to keep getting new kids that sound like Charlie Brown. Um, Thanks again, Birdman and Bird Boy. You bet we'll take care of them. That's why if you have a long running series, you don't want your character's voice to change. So thus you bring in a grown woman to do the voice of Bart Simpson. Is that show still on the air? I used to watch that show religiously, and then at some point I just forgot it existed. It was, I guess it stopped being funny. I don't know what happened. Why did we all forget The Simpsons existed when it once was an event that every week you watched the new Simpsons? I guess it just got bad. I guess the writers changed. Okay, well, I've got things to do. I really do. One thing I want to do is get a lamp to light up my tree out on the porch. I'd like to take a moment. Let me go find one. The dangers of Girl Scouts. Young, impressionable girls like my sister are being roped into this program. The result, happy, more confident sisters with leadership skills. I'll be back. As you know, is the last thing we need. My sister even said she was going to run a company someday, which is cool, I guess, because I could borrow money from her. Girl Scouts, good for girls, bad for pesky little brothers. I heard that. Play Silent Hill. You may never leave you alone again. The PlayStation from coming. Space Ghost! Space Ghost!
Jake, they're still shooting at us. Why are they after us?
I don't know, Jan, but you better contact Space Ghost in a hurry.
Calling Space Ghost. Come in, Space Ghost.
Space Ghost here, Jan. Something wrong?
Right. We're on course 9, returning from the planet Orcon.
Right. I have you charted.
We're being pursued and fired at by 2 armed cruisers. They're continuing evasive action, but we cannot run them much longer.
I'm on my way. Sorry, Glenn. I put the Phantom Cruiser on hover. You'll have to stay here.
They're zeroing in on us.
Do you think Space Ghost can track us in time?
There's your answer.
Wow. That was good storm with a megaton ready. Can't fool around. I'll have to knock it out in a hurry with my energy force. That ship's armed with an energy shield. My heat force will have to do it. One down and 1 to go. Oh, no, you don't. My magna ray will hold you.
Nice going, Space Ghost.
I'll say.
We're not through yet. That cruiser could stand some investigating. Just as I suspected. There's no one aboard. This cruiser is robot controlled.
But by whom?
This can only be the work of the diabolical schemer.
A master criminal?
The same Chase. He must have planned on taking you two prisoner.
And holding us for ransom, of course.
Wrong. I planned on taking all 3 of you, as I have.
We'd better get back to the space coop.
Yet, my friend.
I was right. It's the schemer.
Yes, the schemer with a pleasant scheme in mind for you.
A thug like you couldn't think of anything pleasant.
I can, Space Ghost. I can think of how you walk in my path.
This is the only lamp I can find, but I need to explain this lamp first. We went to a garage sale back in Texas, and I saw this lamp that someone had painted like Gene Simmons, right? So I thought, man, that's amazing. And so we bought it from the lady, and I just kept raving about it. Like, do you know who did this? And she finally admitted she had been embarrassed, but after I raved about it enough, she admitted that she was the one that had done this. I'm going to use this lamp because I can't find the lamp I'm looking for without turning on the light and waking up my wife. But the problem with my Christmas display out here is you can't really see the tree at night. So I think I'm going to try to light it up with this little guy. Oh, man, that might look good. Damn, that could have been bad. Bastard. I don't know. It probably needs to be on the other side, actually. Okay. I have to go outside to see how it looks.
Oh, Peter, this is the beginning of your end.
Not yet, Space Ghost. You can stand up to my destroyer, monster. Seize him. Hold him.
I need to go upstairs and work in the comic book room, which will probably entertain some of you guys. That will cause me to not talk about Donald Trump as much because I'll be around comic books. But honestly, I'll talk. I just ordered a Donald Trump comic book.
Until the galactic patrol arrives.
I got the last of my Christmas gifts. My wife said, make an order with Kevin at Gotham City Comics. This is Gotham City, Mesa, Arizona. And so I called in an order yesterday. So that probably won't be getting here before Christmas. He's going to mail it off today, unless a miracle happens. But you know, miracles have happened. I graduated from college. So it's not just not a miracle. I'm a genius. You know, I tell my wife that all the time. Okay, let's see how this looks, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yeah, it is cold out here, man. It's unbelievable. That looks pretty good. What do you think? Maybe put the light over a little bit. There we go. How about that? Let's try this out. Let me go back out again into the 19-degree weather. Let's get a little distance. See what it looks like from the street. What do you think? Incredible, huh, ladies and gentlemen? Drew, you got your baby there. It's a beer bottle. Drew has a little beer bottle that is her. She treats it like a child.
As the report, Space Ghosts and the crew.
Oh, she ate all of her food, man. I I have to say that Drew, as much of a Batman fan as I am, has not really liked. And my wife spent a lot of money. We're down to the three last cans of this Burt Ward dog food, and she's just. I've had to doctor it a lot to get her to eat it. But I got this. I don't know what it was called. Let me go see. Some kind of other brand yesterday, and she just gobbled it all up. And she brought her baby down to get a taste of it. Whenever she wants to feed her babies, which are all up, it's a green bone, part of an old green toy, and that green beer bottle. Um, those are her children, and she brings them to breakfast or dinner. This is what she just gobbled down. Blue home-style recipe. You know what's good? I hate almost everything that isn't from the past, but there was a song by, and you're gonna laugh, Leanne Rhymes called Blue. That was a phenomenal song. It sounded like it was right out of the 50s, like Patsy Cline, because it was actually a song from the 50s that just no one had ever recorded. I don't remember who wrote it, if it was like a Willie Nelson's. Willie Nelson used to be a songwriter back then. I don't, so I have to research it, but I remember, but as far as I could, Leanne Rhymes, I don't think ever did anything else that amazing. She started in an old movie theater, and well, long story. Get rid of these cans. I'll tell you in a second. When I used to live in Arlington, Texas, there was a theater downtown called the Arlington Theater. It was yeah, probably built in the 40s. Really nice with neon sign and everything. Well, when we moved there in the summer of '76, it was no longer a movie theater. It it still was had all the original facade and all the neon lights were still there. They just weren't turned on, and it said Arlington. But then where it had where you put up the letters for the movie of the week, it said Assembly Hall of Jehovah's Witnesses. So the Jehovah's Witnesses had bought the theater, but they never destroyed the theater. They kept all the neon up, and they just put up the name of the church or chapel, whatever you call it, Assembly Hall, like it was a movie. And I always joke, boy, that movie has played there a long time. Assembly Hall of Jehovah's Witnesses. I wonder what it's about. What is it rated? Just kidding. But anyway, Jehovah's Witnesses are nice people. But anyway, at some point, the Jehovah's Witnesses sold it, and it was bought by a guy named Johnny High, and he's turned it into a country music review. And Leanne Rhymes started there as like a 14-year-old. And that's where she was discovered, at that theater, which now that I think about it, I never actually went into. My friend Tom, my late friend Tom, who had grown up in Arlington, remembered going there to see the Omega Man and You Only Live Twice and Taste the Blood of Dracula and Dracula AD 72. He saw I see old. I saw, go into the microfiche section of the library and look at old newspapers and see ads. That movie theater had once shown Frankenstein meets the space monster and all the James Bond movies. It was a great theater, but anyway, is it 7? Oh yeah, I gotta cut this because they're going. This channel goes into Earthworm Jim, which is okay, but it's not. I'm recording, so I'm not going to record that. Okay. So, yeah. Um, Friar Tuck says it's 26 there with flurries in Sherwood Forest, and he says, "Got to go have my tire checked." TPS keeps coming up. Man, he must have a fancy new car that tells him he's got a low tire. I have to rely on people in the inside the Casey's to when I go in there to get my ultimate maple sandwich. They say, hey, you've got a flat tire. I have to rely on other people to tell me. um, so anyway, I got the two times I've had that problem. I've had my tire fixed for $20 by this wonderful um, local guy that I didn't even think it was possible to get your tire fixed for an amount that low. But apparently it is when you live in a place where there are honest people. But back in Arlington, Texas, that would have been $150. You know, some of your other tires are about to explode as well. Sure. Well, everybody had their roofs replaced over the summer, so there's so many nails just around. Um, and they got most of the nails up, but the guys that put on my roof were Amish, and they probably had to use 1800s technology for nail detection. It's just like it's not. They have to use I don't know. They. Uh, I am starving, man. You're talking about. You keep talking about food, ladies and gentlemen. It's getting me hungry. You guys need to shut up, man. Okay. Well, I have the link there if anybody is awake. I don't think so. Nobody's watching. Now it's down to three people. Someone will watch on the replay, man. Maybe. We're going to see some comic books later. Don't you get your panties in a wad. But first, we got to talk about Donald Trump for a while. Um, let's see. How about that Superman trailer? Yeah. Yeah, that was Metamorpho. Kevin, if you're watching. There was a shot of someone with a wrinkly white face, and he said that was. I said, yeah, I guess that was because I rewatched it, and you could see the purple on one shoulder. Yeah, he's right. Yeah, it's sure cool to see crypto in a movie, and all the young people on Facebook going, why is there a dog in this movie? Looks like this is made for 5 to 10 year olds. Yeah, it's based on Superman, which is a comic book for kids. And you think it's like Shakespeare. You think you watch these Snyder movies. It's important. It's it's a comic book, man. And crypto was the greatest things. And I love the Mort Wessinger Silver Age era. And I saw that was what drove me away from comics. Is Crisis on Infinite Earths. Let's just wipe away all that great, rich, wonderful fun, and let's make it depressing. I didn't want to see John Byrne reinvent Superman. I liked it the way it was. So I'm sure that offends all of you, but I just didn't like that. Yeah. I think that Crypto has some new explanation in the comics now that but he's not Superboy's childhood dog that was sent on a test rocket. I like that. And I'm hopefully James Gunn is going to stick to the original story. That's fantastic. Superman's beaten up by whatever happens in this movie, and he whistles for his childhood dog, and he arrives either from outer space or whatever. That's what I love. That's why I'm tearing up right now thinking about it, because that's the Silver Age, and that's what I love. And I don't love and in the Bronze Age, yeah, the Bronze Age. The Copper Age is when I was like exit stage left, man. The Copper Age, whatever the '90s were called, the what do you call those stupid covers with the shiny cover era, the era of 40 million X-Men different titles each month. Um, so what am I doing here? Got to find some cartoons to fill up this disc. Uh, but I see new things starting. Like I've actually got a few comic books from DC that are in my hold pile at Gotham City that I've gotten the first two issues of Absolute Batman. The third one's waiting for me there. I haven't read them yet. People tell me they're really fun. Um, and so I don't know. Maybe they're going to change. Maybe everyone else seems to be changing. With people are. The woman that runs Mexico saying, "Yeah, I guess we will take people back from the United States because Trump's got everyone in line." And oop, I'm not supposed to mention Donald Trump, says Zork or whoever that guy was, someone that was saying, and you should have more responsibility, not have Zork on. Yeah, it's like, oh, how do you tell us that you're Zork without telling us you're Zork by complaining about Zork? Because nobody even knows who Zork is unless they watched every minute. There's probably about two people in the world that have watched every minute of these stupid live streams I do. Uh, and I question their sanity. um, but I admire their loyalty and friendship. I think that's great. I guess if I was someone else, I would watch every minute of these live streams and say, boy, I like that guy. I wish I was like him. Um, I don't know. What you're seeing is just a pathetic person that hates just about everything and wishes he was in another time period. But now I'm excited because things are changing. And, what if the IRS was done away with? What if you got to keep your whole paycheck? Boy, I could, I think the economy would roar back. And he said, no, we can't do that. That's sacred. Well, somehow we survived before 1917. And man, these glasses are dirty. What is this? Like a snail trail on my glasses. What the heck is that? Oh. Okay, what cartoon should I put on, man? Uh, Deputy Dog. I meant a Deputy Dog. What was that stupid Billy Joel song? I'm in a New York state of mind. I'm in a Deputy Dog state of mind. I'm gonna do a music show soon, maybe today or tomorrow. So that's something to look forward to. I may have to sing "I'm in a Deputy Dog state of mind." Um, Deputy Dog 29 episode compilation. That sounds good. Let's see. You got to make sure that someone hasn't stretched the video out, and it and these don't say USA Network on the bottom of them. Oh yeah, I approve of this. Oh, Paulo's here. Man, hold on a second. Oh boy. Okay, what's going on here in the chat? Alex, the comic order says foil chromium. Oh yeah, foil. I couldn't think of the word foil. Thank you. The aluminum foil era. Good morning, Gratu. Everyone, says Paulo. Yes. Hello there, Paulo. How are you? Are you enjoying this winter solstice? In Portugal, do you guys get out and dance around for the winter solstice? What are your traditions? In Portugal, they strip naked and dance around rocks, right? No, I'm just kidding. That's England. I'm getting you mixed up with them. Sorry. Uh, well, it's the shortest day of the year. It's the most shortest day of the year. Oh my God. There's only about how many? 2 million something seconds until the inauguration of Donald Trump. But maybe they're going to have the inauguration inside because Democrats keep flying these drones around trying to scare us. If it says if it falls on a Monday to Friday, we go to work. If it falls on a Saturday or Sunday, we don't. We don't what? Dance around naked. What do you think, Drew, about the winter solstice? Nothing. No one thinks about it. Everybody's busy with last minute Christmas shopping. Yeah, right. Yeah. So Kevin's going to have a big day at Gotham City. I don't know if he'll come on later today or not. He probably will, but He's got a, trying to clean my glasses. He's got hopefully he'll have a busy day. Yesterday, while I was on the phone with him, he had a lot of customers coming in. And oh, and thank you, Jeff. I called to put an order in for my Christmas gifts from my, and I found that Jeff had put $20 down for me. You know that every time I try to make an order, Kevin's already helping. I mean, not Kevin helps, yes, but Jeff has put some money down, and that's cool. That makes me feel like people appreciate this show. Sometimes I wonder, people in the chat yesterday, you're doing it all wrong. You'll never get any subscribers if you keep talking about Donald Trump. Why don't you have a separate channel to talk about politics? Why? Because I don't want to do that. This is a show about my life. If I feel like talking about comic books, I will. I may not show a single comic book. Today, we're going to see some comics because I'm going up there later. Not yet. And I'm not doing any outside Christmas shopping today. I think that would be that would probably cause a lot of trouble if I did that. No, there's nowhere to go to shop here, which is healthy when you, it's probably good I don't have a comic store anywhere. Like the nearest comic store is an hour away. That's probably a really very good thing, actually.
You done put his tail off, if you don't. You find the rest of them in the hen house. Oh, man, he done cleaned out everything in the house. Hey, Deputy Dog, thank you like your man. You like a fried or sparkle? We got plenty for everybody.
People are talking in the chat. What are they saying here? Paula says you should talk about cosmetics and fashion and become an influencer. Um, I could bring my wife on to do that. She's been talking about doing a channel, but it wouldn't be a typical makeup channel. Um, these cartoons are so fantastic. Terry Toons, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I got to get some food. Oh, look at Elvira here. It's actually Alan, but we should call him Elvira today. Look. Alan is the Mister of the Dark. Like, why are you putting that camera in my face, mother effer? Scheiße. Well, we're getting a lot of progress done around the Hotel Orloff, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, indeed.
South winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Wind chill values as low as 7 above this morning. These are the 7 a.m. conditions for the Creston area. At the Creston Airport, it was cloudy. The temperature was 19 degrees, the dew point 19, and the relative humidity 100%. The wind was southeast at 7 miles an hour, producing a wind chill of 10. The pressure was 30.44 inches and steady. Looking around the area, at Red Oak, it was clear, with a temperature of 14. At Clarinda, it was partly cloudy, with a temperature of 16. At Harlan, it was mostly cloudy, with a temperature of 14. It was cloudy, with a temperature of 20 at Lamoni, 18 at Atlantic, and 20 at Des Moines. At Shenandoah, the weather conditions were not available. Here are some conditions elsewhere in Iowa and Missouri. It was clear.
Let's see what that tree
It was
looks like.
14 at Cedar Rapids, 16 at Ottumwa, and 18 at Kansas City. St. Joseph reported 15. Omaha Council Bluffs reported
Incredible,
14,
huh, ladies and
and
gentlemen?
Sioux City reported 11. Now for a few weather conditions around the region. At Grand Island, it was clear. The temperature was 15 degrees. The wind was 3. In Sioux Falls, it was partly cloudy. The temperature was 12 degrees. The wind was 0.
Oh, I got to get my wife
At
some
Minneapolis,
green juice.
19 degrees. The wind
Well, the local movie theater's having a problem with their projector. And it's going to cost $48,000 to get a new projector or $20,000 to repair their old one. So we're hoping for community donations. They better get it fixed before Superman comes out. They actually think it should be fixed within a month or two.
tonight, mostly clear. Lows in the lower 20s. South winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Sunday, mostly sunny. Not as cool as highs in the mid 40s.
There's no snow predicted, so it doesn't look like it's going to be a white Christmas,
30 miles
unfortunately.
an hour. Sunday
But
night,
we'll probably get a lot of snow in January to make up for it.
lows in the lower 30s. Southwest winds.
Last year we had an insane blizzard. Man, that was something else.
Monday, mostly sunny. Highs in the mid 40s. West winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Monday night, partly cloudy until midnight, then becoming mostly cloudy. Lows in the mid 20s. Tuesday, mostly cloudy in the morning, then becoming partly sunny. Highs in the lower 40s.
Whoa, I need to get my wife some coffee for
Mostly cloudy.
she's going to be working.
Lows in the upper 20s.
She gets the Starbucks
Mostly cloudy in the
vanilla
morning,
coffee,
becoming
something
partly
like
sunny.
that. I just look for the thing that's Starbucks and
Wednesday
vanilla.
night, mostly cloudy.
I guess it's coffee. Yes, yeah, it's got to be
Midnight. Near steady temperature
some
in the
kind of
mid-30s.
fluid.
Chance of rain 20%. Thursday, mostly cloudy with a 20% chance of rain. Highs in the mid 40s. Thursday night, cloudy with a 20% chance of rain. Near steady temperature in the upper 30s. Friday, mostly cloudy with a 20% chance of rain. Highs in the upper 40s.
It's still kind of dark and it's 7:19 a.m. So I guess this is the shortest day of the year.
Today, mostly cloudy in the morning, then clearing. Highs in the lower 30s. South winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Wind chill values as low as 7 above this morning. These are the 7 a.m. conditions for the Creston area. At the Creston Airport,
Yeah, these are the good old days, man. It's gonna, things are gonna get good again, and I'm starting to be
and the
pretty
relative
optimistic.
humidity 100%. The wind was southeast at 7 miles an hour, producing a wind chill of 10. The pressure was 30.44 inches and steady. Looking around the area, at Red Oak, it was clear with a temperature of 14.
14, that's pretty warm. I'll be right back. What you got here? Oh, God damn it. Bitch. Hello. Any comments? What's going on here? No, of course not. All right. Getting a little more light. How many of you are going out Christmas shopping today, man? That should be fun. It's always fun to go to a mall on a Saturday before Christmas. A little too late to, I guess, shop by mail at this point. So I guess you have no choice. Last minute recommendations. I always recommend going to half price books if you have one in your area. People that live where there aren't half price books, I think they've got some place called Charles in Charge or something, or Secondhand Charles, Second and Charles, something like that. I think it's the name of the intersection, 2nd Street and Charles Street. That must be where the original location of that bookstore was. Anyway, go to a bookstore for Christmas gifts. You can get calendars, you can get old books, comic books, graphic novels, classic, out of print, first editions, video games, things like that. And there's not, if you go on Christmas Eve, and you don't have to, all the crowd, because most people don't read. Most people are stupid, So people are afraid of books. So that's the place to go shopping. Now, if you have relatives you're shopping for that don't read, then, well, you can get them a calendar or a video game. And actually, I guess people don't use calendars anymore. They use their phones. So, yeah, get them an old video game, maybe. I don't know, like those morons. But that's what I would do. That's what I would Christmas shop at a half price books. There's one about an hour away from me. Only been there once. They didn't have much at the time I went there. They had some of those later period Doc Savage paperbacks where they reprint two pulps, two issues of the Doc Savage magazine in one paperback. And man, they were priced at like, I think, $40. But I found out from a friend that they actually do go for that amount because they're kind of rare in the later period ones. Oh shit! Even though they're ugly, mother, you guys fell right over them. Man, what's wrong with you? That's really gotta stop doing that.
Tonight, mostly clear. Lows in the lower 20s. South winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Sunday, mostly sunny. Not as cool tides in the mid-40s. South winds 15 to 20 miles an hour with gusts up to 30 miles an hour. Sunday night, mostly cloudy. Not as cool as lows in the lower 30s.
Better than normal.
Southwest winds 10 to 15 miles an hour with gusts up to 25 miles an hour. Monday, mostly sunny. Highs in the mid-40s. West wind 5 to 10 miles an hour.
Chicken embryos.
Monday night, partly cloudy until midnight, then becoming mostly cloudy.
Really
Lows in the mid-20s. Tuesday, mostly cloudy in the morning, then becoming partly sunny. Highs in the lower 40s. Tuesday night, mostly cloudy. Lows in the upper 20s. Christmas Day, mostly cloudy in the morning, and becoming partly sunny. Highs in the lower 40s. Wednesday night, mostly cloudy. A slight chance of rain after midnight. Near steady temperature in the mid-30s. Chance of rain 20%. Thursday, mostly cloudy with a 20% chance of rain. Highs in the mid-40s. Thursday night, cloudy with a 20% chance of rain. Near steady temperatures in the upper 30s. Friday, mostly cloudy with a 20% chance of rain. Highs in the upper 40s. Again, the forecast for Corning, Bedford, Mount Ayr, and surrounding locations for today, mostly cloudy in the morning then clearing. Highs in the lower 30s. South winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Wind chill values as low as 7 above this morning. These are the 7 a.m. conditions for the Creston.
Let's see how the tree looks now that there's daylight. I don't know. It's not that impressive. I hesitate to put the camera down here because Thursday's show, oh, damn it. I put the camera in this spot, and my wife said I look like an ape. Like I look very simian or something. I forget what word she used. So she said something about the camera angle. And so I don't know, man. Might be because I moved the chair and the lighting's different and it highlights my simian nature.
I'll be right back, little guy. Thanks, there, the dog. I like it just right there.
In some states of the United States, animals do talk. I don't know if you know that. So I was trying to find a place in the deep south where the dogs and muskrats talk, but we went up here where the animals just think.
What incarnation of you done the house there? I'm making a muskrat. The only way that cotton picking egg taker can get to the hen house is up this ladder. And I'm guarding the ladder. You hear? Hey, Johnny, Jippity Dog, you finally come up with a good idea there, boy. You don't really think you can keep muskrat out of the hen house, do you, Deputy Dog? I sure do. That little rascal don't stand it. Ooh, wee! The cotton picking hen house is on fire.
You ever actually seen a muskrat?
A hen house ain't on fire, Deputy Dog. I'm just frying up a couple of these here eggs. Wee, boy, you gave me an awful scare for a minute, muskrat. Muskrat? I done caught you red-handed there, muskrat. Now, according to the law on hen houses, Wait makes tomorrow there, Deputy Dog. Anybody that's caught inside there eating eggs is a patent chicken egg taker. Sit tight, Muskie. You got it made there, boy. Why, look at that ladder. Look at old hippie dog. That rabbit muskrat, you come down from there. I'll come down after dog, like it as soon as I finish these hair rags. I mean, right now, you come here, knocker. I'm ready to away. That kind of victim is my only view. Okay, pussy, here comes old and lonely. Come on out, Mucky. I caught you Sarah's friend there, boy. I'm coming, Deputy Dog.
Oh man,
You ought to know you can't
I've
out.
slipped and drank. I drank a few cokes lately, but this is just so much better, man. It really is something about it.
I'm gonna give you 30 dollars. I'll serve my 30 days up there. Now, Deputy Dog.
I shall return. I'm gonna take these. This is the green juice that she drinks. It's called Green Means Go. Organic cold pressed juice. Spinach, kale, apple, cucumber, pear, lemon, celery, mint. 100% vegetable and fruit juice blend. I usually get her more than one, but I only had two hands. And Starbucks. Do you is that disturbing to you that this mermaid has two tails, like two legs, and she's holding them up behind her head? It's a Larry Flint pose. Vanilla flavored with other natural flavors. I wonder what those are. Well, the world may never know. Cyanide, that's a natural flavor.
Why don't you give up, Deputy Dog? You ain't gonna get me down till all these eggs are gone. That muskie's a tricky little guy. We got a runaway hen house on our hands. You called me fair and square there, Deputy Dog, and I'm willing to serve my 30 days now. What's on the menu for them days? Oh, a Dutch muskrat. Gonna take you just about 30 days to rebuild the hen house there. Oh, bury me beneath the willow, beneath the weeping willow. Just a doggone minute there, Sonny. What's the password? What's the who? I think you're a cotton-picking Yankee spy trying to sneak through the Confederate lines. Now, what's the password there, boy? Oh, wait. That ain't it. Oh, back there, you cotton-picking Yankee. Hey, Mabbit, Deputy Dog, you almost made me lose my catfish there, boy. Oh, wait. Who's doing all the cotton picking shooting there, Deputy Dog? That's The Confederate soldier back there who thinks the Civil War is still on must eat. Well, do something about it, Deputy Dog. Tell him the war's over. That's a good idea there, Muskrat. Hey, General, the cotton-picking Civil War is over. Who won? The North. They won it. Oh,
All right.
you gotta do something, Deputy Dog. Cotton-picking Yankees. Look, they're going quickly back home. You ready up there, Muskrat? Wow, speaker's all set, Deputy Dog. All your flyers there, General. I want you to listen to this here radio. What's the radio saying? Yeah, never mind what it is. You just listen and you'll see that the country is peace again. I'm listening, Jenny.
Shit. Gotta do some vacuum cleaning.
How long must you? You're okay, Deputy Dog. It's just a loudspeaker there, boy.
I'll move this ladder. Shit. Oh, I left the light on in the garage, didn't I? I've been bringing in some papers from the garage that were in cardboard boxes that I need to organize and go through. I'm bringing in a few more here.
I got your surrender flag ready, boy.
Okay. I've got this vacuum cleaner has this liquid. So what it does is it's kind of a carpet cleaner. It puts liquid into the carpet and then it sucks it back up. And then you top it off. You just put water in it from the shower. It's supposed to be hot water. And then you put some of this other liquid in. This is a newer vacuum cleaner my wife just got, and then um, she got this. This is what you put into it. Um, it's deep cleans and neutralizes. A pet has an accident, which is often. Okay, so pour a little of this stuff in there. Okay, that smells good, man. Whatever they put in that is a good smell. Um, the heck is Last Avenger 85 saying? No, I'm filling up this. I'm not doing that thing that you're talking about. I guess it must have looked like it. I am filling this up because I'm going to clean. So put this into the back of the vacuum cleaner. I gotta get the extension cord over here.
And you put in 2% of that tattoo. You better do something before he drinks any more.
Let me go! Let me go!
We're only trying to help you, Lar.
Let me go!
I'm sorry, but you're going to have to stay right here until we figure out this here predicament. Ow! He kicked me in my shin bone. He may have shrunk, but his disposition ain't changed.
Deputy dog is shrunken into a small child. It's a real dilemma.
Now he done changed back to his other side. Take that back, you fool! Oh, wait. Oh, wait. There's two of them. That ain't two of me. That's my little nephew, Will. And he's walking in his place there. That's nephew. Now, get back to bed there, little son. way, our black turkey school is free shot there, and we legally taste that it as a in fact, I'll supervise the production of that delicious dough personally.
Tippity top. Wake up there, boy.
Go for the football there. Go for the cut. You see, I'm busy guarding the hen house.
But you don't understand. Muskrat's hooked into all fighters.
Right, the last time anyone who got caught picking catfish was 10 years ago. Oh, the monkey. You got the greatest idea of them all there, boy.
No.
What are you doing? Just now, Mr. Long, we assaulted an officer of the legal law. You don't have to use this. No more of it, you know. Anyway, you catch that lawbreaker fair and square. Way in there, Weston boy. By golly, I think you boys are right. I'll give that cotton picking catfish 30 days in the frying pan.
Boy, tippity top.
Well, he's chomping on the tail bone. Dang it, you gilly a wish after the rest there. You. What you gonna do there, empty dog? Those doggone catfishes gonna defy the law around here. When he chased me out this time, Muskrat, you whacked me in the head there, boy. I'm ready there, empty dog. I've got him, empty dog. I've got him there, boy. What you gonna try now, empty dog? I'm gonna blast that lawbreaking vermin out of there. I can smell that catfish frying right now. That's you frying there, Mr. Dog.
Tippity top sure after old fighter for real, Muskie.
I'm gonna put out the legal dragnet for that farming. Give me a hand there. Roll, boys, roll. Friends, I've got a swell idea. I'm gonna use you as that old fire.
I just remembered. I gotta go.
I want you to tunnel down and out and grab that bird from the heart.
My eye.
So I'm
was afraid I'd awaken my wife with the vacuum cleaner, but I didn't. She was already up, and I thought she was going to sleep in until she started her work shift. But she's up for the day, so she's kind of wanting to watch a movie. So I may I'm gonna end this stream and come back about. Let me see here. The time is now almost 8 to 9, 10. I'll come back in about 3 hours and do a live stream. There'll be more people awake then. Meantime, it's still recording here. I'll just record some Christmas music, go upstairs and hang out with her. It's got 3 minutes left. All right, so I'm gonna go another 3 minutes here. I did this the other day, but I don't know if you saw it. If you may not watch my can shows that I do in the morning, I put the shock monster head here on him. I was saying thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh, I've never seen commercial. I've never seen the indie credits. The deputy dog show. I don't think I have. That's interesting. Okay. Okay. I'm just waiting out a couple minutes on the end of this. Yeah, I've got this big pile of papers I'm going through that was in the garage, and it was starting to get exposed to moisture out there, so I brought it in. Some of it's really important stuff. I'll be going through this and stuff. What is this? It's life insurance for my grandfather who passed away in 1974. How about that? I'm not throwing that away. Um, this is something I can throw away. Stuff I printed out in the early days of the internet. If anyone's interested in me drawing some pictures, and if anyone wants to buy some sketches, I'll be doing some of those later. That can go in the trash. What? This is a Superman costume I once got for my dog Daisy. She did not like it. She did not wear it very long. Look at this. An old ad from a teen magazine. The enemies are here. Get with your membership sweatshirt. $3 for a Thresh or a Spectre t-shirt. Right, Villain Enterprises, Los Angeles. Man, we got to make Thresh and Spectre t-shirts because that they were a lot cooler than the World Economic Forum. You got to admit. Okay, is that disco? Yeah. We'll watch a movie and I'll give you a review of it later. Give you honest review. And yes, it ended. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna record some stuff from Retro Radio Joe. And this is something you need to learn about on YouTube. Is a guy named Retro Radio Joe. Every day he must put up at least half a dozen old radio air checks. Radio air checks are when either someone as a hobbyist with a reel-to-reel recorder recorded from the radio, all the music, the DJ chatter, the commercials, everything, just because they wanted to record something on their reel-to-reel. Or in some cases, it's the actual DJ who records right off the board, and it's like a resume. So if you want to get a job in, let's say you work in Kansas, you want to get a job in LA, you record yourself on the air, you send it off to the radio station program directors, they listen to it and see how professional you sound and how you lead into a record and everything. And then that's how you can get hired. So the thing about radio air checks today, if you listen to an air check from 1964, and it's like a time machine back to that time. And there's air checks from all around the country in different years. You know, you listen to, you feel like you're reading a 1975 comic book and you want to get into the spirit of that, listen to a 1975 radio broadcast. You can do that. There's a lot of people that have air checks up on YouTube. This guy is putting up tons of them, and he's not getting a lot of views. So I don't want him to get discouraged. Oh, let me go ahead and go there while I'm finalizing this disc. I'll show you what I'm talking about. But then I got to head out. Its name is Retro Radio Joe. You can spell that. Okay. I mean, so there he is. It's a picture of a dog, Retro Radio Joe. So it says, I hope you find something you like here. Only probably, hold on, I'll get copyright. I don't know. He puts them up. He must not get money for it. How many subscribers? He has 6,000, about 6,500 subscribers, but you really can't get. I don't think he can monetize it because you hear all the music, and so it's gonna. YouTube's not gonna let you monetize that. Okay, hold on. Um, Hold on, I gotta take this disc out. He's got 4 hours from KYA in San Francisco in 1970, playing the top 100 of 1970. So that would be pretty cool. May 1996, I'm not interested in because that's not a year I like. It's the 21st. Okay. All right. Let's see. (1973), 47 minutes from San Diego. Ooh, this is good. 1961. No, I already recorded that. Let's see. What is going on here? Well, I gotta run. I'll be back in a few hours. Take care, everybody.